Hello everybody, Storm here, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the United Kingdom. In the last episode, we again continued working on building up our industry and getting equipment built and research done as we continue to progress towards the coming war. It is now the 12th of March 1938, so we don't have a ton of time left before things get bad. So, we have been able to fill most of the existing needs for equipment, and we were very far behind on equipment when we first started, so that is good. We have our troops moved to Africa because we're going to try and deal with the African areas here first, Ethiopia and Libya, and then we're going to move on to other things. And we are starting to be able to train new troops because we got some more manpower. Our infantry can't finish training because they don't have enough anti-aircraft guns. But it looks like we're about to get some armor out, so we're working on that. Alright, so we might as well just go ahead and unpause it and keep things moving. Oh, there we go. We have a new armored division, the 1st Royal Hussars, armored. Listen up. All right, so they're going to head to Egypt. Okay, yeah, just had to pause for just a second there. Sorry about that. We're going to be getting new tech in 13 days. We do need to get our ships up to date. We are kind of behind. So, that might be something we're going to work on next. Let's continue to work on those towed anti-air because we really need to get those done. We'll probably move the factories around as needed after that's taken care of. And it would suggest that we build some forts in El Alamein, since it's a good defensive position if we run into trouble, and that's not a terrible idea. And moving some ships to Malta also would not be a bad idea. Subsidiary carrier roll. Alright, so Ark Royals. Yep, let's improve the carriers. Probably should have got on that a little earlier than I have, but it should be alright. Alright, so who will we want to move? Third submarine flotilla. They're way over here. Let's move these guys to Malta. What I wanted to check is just see if we have a focus. Let's see. Mediterranean Bastion is going to give us coastal forts in Alexandria and naval bases in Alexandria. Fortify Malta is going to give us a coastal fort and an air base. That's probably not a bad idea. Secure Iraq, secure Iran, protect Suez. Coastal fort in Alexandria, naval base, air base, and a land fort in Alexandria. Okay, so no, we're not going to get that through focus. See, states mode. So we can queue up some land fort construction. In El Alamein. King George V class, Southampton class, they're both done. Do I want to go for the Centurion class? Nah. Super heavy battleships are kind of a luxury at this point. The T-class submarines, we'll go for those. And then we'll get back on our naval doctrines, hunter-killer groups. And we got no anti-air. "56 days till they're all satisfied." Okay, so shouldn't be too much longer. Dispersed fighting, good. Go for operational destruction. Air superiority plus 15%. Now we are producing anti-tank guns that we're not using because I don't want to put them in my infantry divisions just yet because it's going to hinder my training even more than they already are. So we're going to stockpile them, and once the fighting breaks out, then we'll throw them in. We also need a little bit more army experience. Alright, we no longer get the effects from diverted bomber production. Okay. We're about to finish this next Courageous class. It's going to launch on 19th of May. Okay. So 8 more days. Decisions available. Ban fascism, ban communism, region-wide industrial integration. Alright, Mediterranean Bastion is done. Gain a building slot for 100? No. Base stability down. Daily communism support. Do we even need to worry about that? No, we don't need to worry about that. I'd rather stockpile the political power to set up my military staff and my research and production areas. Alright, so what are we going for? We're also going to need a home defense. We're going to fortify Malta and we're going to protect Suez. I think that's what we're going to do. Fortify the Rock. 4 land forts in Gibraltar. Coerce Spain. Gains diplomatic leanings. Opinion of Spain. Plus opinion of the United Kingdom. Gains national spirit, democratic influence, which grants daily democratic support. Acceptance of democratic diplomacy. Gets the United Kingdom is influencing our politics event. And the German Reich, Soviet Union, Poland, and 4 others reduce their opinion of nationalist Spain. The land forts on Gibraltar are probably not that important. I'd be more interested in coastal forts, to be honest. If I could coerce Spain and prevent them from joining the Axis, that might be a better option. Encourage colonial elite. Research time minus 5%. Coerce Turkey, coerce Greece. Ooh, development Canada, development South Africa, Commonwealth ties. Alright, let's fortify Malta first. Alright, we got some infantry. Oh my goodness. Yes. Actually, I am going to create a new army here. I need good defense skill. Who's got good defense skill? General Richard O'Connor. Harold Alexander. He's also got good supply. Planning speed. Alright, we'll go with you. Make it a bit of a darker green color. And make you, I guess, the the 8th Army symbol? Sure. Because we need something to defend the home islands. Well, the home island. Yugoslavian fighter competition. The Yugoslavian Air Force is currently holding trials for a new heavy fighter. According to our air attaché, our newest model is poised to win. A formal request from the Yugoslavian government is expected shortly. Representatives of the manufacturer are strongly in favor of the sale, but there are national security concerns about selling our most modern equipment to a foreign country. Should we permit the sale to go through? We get a fighter competition completed, air experience plus 20%, create licensed production of Bristol Blenheim to Yugoslavia. We can't risk any leaks. Yugoslavia gets event. We refuse to help. Sure. Sure, we'll send them some, allow them to produce Bristol Blenheims. Alright, they're starting to get their anti-aircraft guns. Speed things up a little bit here. Orders. Prepared defense, alright. Go grand assault. Are we building Matildas? Are we still building... Yes, we're building Matildas, okay. Orders. Alright, modify government. Let's see. Amphibious invasion speed, close air support, army logistics, division attrition, naval strike, naval bombing, naval targeting, screens, screen attack, screen defense. Let's go with this. Screen attack and defense. Alright, no longer the effects from Yugoslavian aircraft purchase. First submarine flotilla. We probably need some more submarines for the third flotilla. Fall of Nanjing. The capital of the Republic of China, Nanjing, has been occupied by forces from the Empire of Japan. Despite fierce resistance from the walled city's Chinese defenders, Japanese troops managed to capture Zhongshan Gate and fought their way into the city. Sporadic gunfire can still be heard, and several fires are raging in different parts of the city, but most surviving Chinese forces have either withdrawn or been captured. Along with the capture of Shanghai, this is a significant victory for Japan in their war against China. Alright, so how are things looking? Not good for China. Fortify Malta is complete. Protect Suez. I think I'm going to need more than 2 divisions.
Ready to move.
Sierra Leone is not that important. Oh, it's got 78 rubber. It's like, oh, that's not that important. Well, it kind of is, actually. This is not that important. Aiden Defense Force, we're repositioning you over here. Actually, can you even head over there? Are there any naval bases? Yes.
Move out.
Free military equipment or no. Can I speak? Free military factories. We need more carrier aircraft.
Listen up.
All right. 16 rubber. Nothing here.
Listen up.
I'm going to send you guys to the Singapore area as well. The 4th International. A number of communist delegates from around the world met in Paris today for a founding conference, laying the groundwork for what has been known as the 4th International. Calls for its formation have existed for years, the supporters of Trotsky's theories taking the lead. Stalin has responded to the growing support for Trotskyism abroad by ordering additional assassinations and increasing propaganda against his old rival. In the past purges of suspected Trotskyists in the high ranks of the Soviet military and leadership in recent memory, this is unlikely to be met with any resistance. How many internationals will there be? France wants to join allies. The world is growing increasingly unsafe. Britain and France remain bastions of democracy and liberty. Europe and France now propose to join the allies. How should we reply? Yes. France and Britain announce alliance. Calling upon the bonds forged during the Great War, France has requested a formal alliance with Britain, citing unspecified threats against the stability of Europe. Today, the request was approved by the British Parliament, and France joined the allies. Alright, the Munich Conference. German demands for the Sudetenland region of Czechoslovakia, where a significant number of ethnic Germans live, have come to a head. Hitler has positioned forces along the Czechoslovakian border in preparation for an attack. Talks are being held in Munich between Britain, France, Italy, and Germany in the hopes of negotiating a peaceful end to the Sudeten crisis. What will the British position be? The Czechs are on their own. Czechoslovakia must be defended. We'll lose 200 political power. Gains condemned aggression. Gains conquer focus war goal. Czechoslovakia joins the Allies. Oh. Here comes the big decision. Historically, Britain and France basically sold the Sudetenland to Hitler. Basically sold out Czechoslovakia. If they had attacked Germany at that point, it's unlikely Germany could have resisted them. I think Germany has something like 8 or 9 divisions on the French border, and the French had something like 100 divisions. And there was actually no guarantee that the Germans even would have been able to successfully invade Czechoslovakia, because the Sudetenland, this whole border region, was heavily fortified. So, do we go with the historical option, or do we get World War II started now and see if we can't knock Germany out very early? I need to think about this for a minute. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to decide to do what I think probably should have been done, which is to back up Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia must be defended. We're going to lose all that political power, but it should be alright. Alright. The Sudeten crisis. German demands for the Sudeten border territory in Czechoslovakia, which is home to a considerable German minority, have intensified recently. At a summit held in Munich, Germany, Britain, France, and Italy sought to find a diplomatic solution to the so-called Sudeten crisis. Talks appear to have failed, however, with both Britain and its allies uttering stern warnings to Germany that if its troop crosses the Czechoslovakian border, the result would be war. Time seems to be running out for a peaceful solution to the dispute. Hungary renounces Treaty of Trianon. In a public declaration, Miklos Horthy has renounced the treaty imposed by the Allied powers after the Great War, signed by the Hungarians under protest in 1920. It greatly reduced the country's size and limited the strength of its military. In his speech, the king already hinted that Hungary may soon look towards reaffirming their claims on the territories taken from them 2 decades ago. So I guess... Alright, so... German Reich declared war on Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia is calling us to arms, and we are going to accept. We are now at war with Germany, and World War II is on. Alright, so we need to go back up France. Now, Italy hasn't even joined the Axis yet. So we've been positioned to fight Italy, and that's not what's happened. Okay, I have 4 divisions here. It's what I've got, and ready to go at the moment, so I'm going to send those 4 divisions into France. Channel Force, we need you to get an admiral. And I want you to patrol the channel. Portsmouth Fleet. 5th Submarine Flotilla. Blockade runner, blockade runner. Do we have anybody that has... spotting chance? I like that. I want you convoy rating. Out here. The Humber Force is just a bunch of destroyers. The Home Fleet. Northern Patrol. 2nd Submarine Flotilla. You guys go on patrol. Home Fleet. Superior Tactician, Blockade Runner. I want you to search and destroy here. Get the Mediterranean Fleet. Patrolling. No, I said patrol. There. Convoy raiding. The Mediterranean. You guys... Oh. You don't have an admiral. Give you an admiral. You guys need an admiral. I want them out on patrol. Out there. I want you out on patrol in the western approaches. Alright. We need... Tactical bomber providing close air support and strategic bombing. Fighter squadron. Provide interception and air superiority duties over France. You provide close air support. You provide close air support. There's strategic bombing over there. Here's my fighters. Bombing and interception over the channel. More close air support. Alright, you guys over southern England. These guys are tactical bombers. Naval bombers. Naval strike. English Channel. Alright, Canada's in. The British Raj is in. British Malaya's in. New Zealand's in. Australia's in. South Africa's in. Well, looks like Czechoslovakia is not doing so hot. Arc Royal class is now done. It is 1938. We need to get... Oh, we're way behind on here. Concentrated industry. It's going to take one day. Czechoslovakia has capitulated. Edward Beneš has announced the Czechoslovakian nation can no longer withstand the pressure from the occupying German forces committing travesties throughout the country. The Czechoslovakian government has gone into exile, the main forces have capitulated, and the German Reich is now in control of the home area. Though the war against the German Reich continues, this is an unfortunate setback for all of the Allies. I'd hoped that they were going to hold out a little bit longer than they did. That's unfortunate. Improved machine tools. We sunk 2 German submarines. Lost a few planes, but no big deal.
Yes, sir.
We have some armor. I'm actually going to send it to France. The French just took a hellacious beating. They lost the Bern. They lost 35 destroyers. They lost 6 heavy cruisers. They lost 6 light cruisers. We sunk 14 German destroyers. The 2 heavy cruisers, the Deutschland and the Admiral Scheer, and 5 light cruisers. Nuremberg, Leipzig, Königsberg, Karlsruhe, and Emden have all been sunk. Survivors. Pretty heavy damage to their battleships. We didn't take that much damage.
Ready, sir.
Protect Suez is done. Hunter-killer groups. T-class. Let's see, let's coerce Spain. Let's get construction 2. Let's get computing machine. Operational destruction. Let's see. Fighter veteran initiative, fighter agility, and heavy fighter agility. Yes, we're gonna go for that.
Ready.
New divisions. We're sending them to the French front. And I need to get those anti-tank guns. Support anti-tank, no. I want anti-tank guns. Courageous class is outdated and still in production. Let's get an Ark Royal class under construction. Gonna go to the home fleet as soon as... Oh, this is at the Infinite. I did not want Infinite carriers. But it's going to finish on the 3rd of November, so we'll just let it finish. Alright, the French lost the Destroyer Lion and the Suffren heavy cruiser, but we managed to sink the Schlesien, or Schlesien? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Sunk by HMS Repulse, and the Admiral Graf Spee has been sunk by the HMS Ark Royal. And we sunk 46 convoys. Now that hurts. I like to see those numbers. Alright. Well, here we are. World War II has begun. A little earlier than normal, but we're going to give this a shot and see if we can get it to work. But we're going to end the episode here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.